Hello everyone, this is Ranjit. Welcome to Breakpoint. So today I'm thrilled to announce a new feature which we have been using it internally for quite some time. This tool is designed especially for a person who has full-time job and can give a very less time for monitoring markets. So if you don't want to spend a lot of time looking at the screen to find the best trades, then this video is for you. I'm happy to unveil Nifty 500 Trend Rider Scanner. So we have received a request from few of our users for a robust system which can help them participate in the stock market with less screen time. While I had a full-time job, I know how difficult it is to manage your job and participating in the market, especially to find the right stock based on the correct sector and correct industry. It was a tedious task. Then more importantly, the timely exit, which everyone fails to do. Since I experienced this issue, I had made a system or a setup for me which will allow me to find the best trades and help me manage and track the entry and exit of my positions. So my pain point was actually a lot of screen time, and also tracking the exit was also very difficult, especially when you had a minimum of 20 stocks in your portfolio. Then it was not easy to monitor and to track the performance of my trades. I was leveraging Excel sheets initially, but then it was a tedious job to manage that too. So to solve all these problems, I have created something for me. So today I'm going to share the strategy and setup which I have made for me. Now I have made that available through Breakpoint as well. So the strategy is called Nifty 500 Trend Rider Scanner. So let's look at why Nifty 500. Well, the Nifty 500 index is a broad representation of the Indian stock market. It actually comprises of the top 500 companies in India based on the full market capitalization. Also, it's covering about 96% of the free float market. And most importantly, it's spanning across all key sectors of Indian economy. And another prime reason was the liquidity. The stocks within Nifty 500 is very liquid stocks. Also, it is very stable and quality stocks. Nifty 500 also gives a strong base of good quality companies, which makes the technical trends more reliable for swing trading. Alright, now let's jump into the scanner and see its features. Now we are looking at the Breakpoint's dashboard. To access the Nifty 500 Trend Scanner, we need to go to this tile. So when you open this Nifty 500 Trend Rider screen, what you will see is in the dashboard, you will see total buy signals and sell signals, and also the net change of total price increase. So you have two sections at the top. This will show you the recent buy signals and recent sell signals. As we have buy signals and sell signals, how we need to use this? Suppose we have purchased Bharti Airtel maybe a month back on some 1000 rupees. Now it gave a sell signal on 20th. That means it's time for you to sell that stocks and book your profit. Similar way, if you're seeing a buy in a recent date, like today, if you're seeing this, that means it's time to buy. So the next section is for indices. Here we are tracking the performance of indices or sectors. So whenever it is trending, it will come in the buy zone as well as sell zone. So when it comes to the buy zone, you can look for whichever stocks are trending under that, and you can find the opportunity. For instance, if you click on Nifty Oil and Gas, and if you come down, you will see only the stocks which is coming under the sector Nifty Oil and Gas. Similarly, if you click on Nifty Realty, you will only see stocks which is coming under Nifty Realty. So this way you can find out which sectors are trending. So the next option is industry-wise signal distribution. As we track indices, we also track industry as well. So suppose we have metals and mining, and if you click on that, it will show you all the stocks which comes under metals and mining. And if you click on construction material, you can see the stocks which is from sector Nifty Infra as well as Nifty 500, which will show under this section. So if you want to clear that filter, you can come here and then click on clear. So there is a major space in this scanner which is for listing all the 500 stocks state. So here, if you come in the symbol column, all the stocks will be listed. When you click on any stock, it will open the chart in the trading view. So using this, you can do the analysis. Then on the same symbol, if that stock is part of the MTF, like margin trading fund, that will tag with MTF. If that stock is future and options available, then it will tag with FNO. So people who want to do only on FNO can look for these kind of symbols. The next is the sector. Sectors, like we saw here, all indices, it will tag with that stock. So when it turns to green, that means that sector is actually in buy zone. Sometimes you will see a stock given buy signal, but then the sector will be in red. That time you need to look at the overall trend. Next column is industry. Industry, as we see here, all the industry related to that stock is listed. Next one is LTP. And before mentioning about the current zone, I will explain what is latest signal. So latest signal, we will see buy as well as sell. So based on the buy signal on the date, suppose if we have a buy signal today, that means we buy today. And like I mentioned before, we bought one of the stocks, like if we can take example of this one, Bharti Airtel. We bought few days back, and then now, yesterday we received a sell signal. That means it's time to exit. So this change percentage after the exit signal. This doesn't mean that we can buy. We already took an exit from this. So current zone means if it's a buy signal and then the next zone is buy zone. So from there you can buy it, but it is risky because sometimes if the stock has already moved a lot, then it is not advisable to take an entry. Next column is signal date, like when the signal was created, whether buy or sell. Next column is LTP at signal. LTP at signal means at which price the signal was created. Next column is change percentage. So in change percentage, you can see some of our stocks which created a signal on 7th March has given a return of 65%. So similar way, if you sort it down reverse, some stocks after giving a sell signal, it has fallen down drastically. So how you can use it? Suppose you are getting a sell signal on one of the FNO stocks. You can use the signal shorting purpose. See, after the sell signal on this month 2nd, it has come down negative 6.38% and it's a FNO stock. So you can use the same scanner in both ways. So if you want to short, then that symbol should be either in future or in options. Then the next part is adding it to watch list. If you click on this button here, add to watch list, what happens is it will go to your watch list over here. So as we have seen the console of this screener, we will now further look at how to systematically approach, take trades and book your profit or cut your loss. So I'll be discussing two strategies for this. So based on the systematic approach, how to identify the stock for entry. So every day after 5 p.m. based on the stock's closing price as well as daily delivery data, we can get the latest report. So once you come to the signal date, you can sort it with a recent date. So what you need to look at, which symbols have the latest buy zone or sell zone. So based on this, you can do your analysis. So the first thing we need to do is how to find how to identify the stocks for the entry. We have to sort this signal date, and if it's coming, whatever coming in the first, we can see how it's going on. So the sector is green, industry also, financial services has 80% upside and only 17.9% is sell side. So we can see industry also is looking good. 80% stocks are in the buy side. So even though that had triggered negative today, maybe we can wait for tomorrow and based on its closing, we can take an entry on this one. Next is Natco Pharma. Natco Pharma is in green signal today. Sector is good. Healthcare is also fine. We can probably take an entry on this one based on these stats. So this is how you identify the stocks after 5 o'clock. So the time that you take an entry is tomorrow morning when the market opens. So you can wait for the price to settle. Maybe at 9:30 or around 10 you can take an entry. So once you identify the stocks, you can add to your watch list. And then tomorrow morning when you come down, you can easily see which stocks I have identified for tomorrow and then take an entry based on that. So the key things we need to look at is your indices should be in green zone to take a long position. Then your industry. So if it's a 60% or above, outside it's a green signal. Now the major thing is how do you book the profit? So there are two ways we can book the profit. Either you can ride the trend, like when you get a buy signal, you ride that trend, and when you get a sell signal, you will sell it based on that price. So based on that, if you look at this one, this signal date was on 7th and it is given a 65%. So until I see a sell signal on this one, I will not sell. So same way for these stocks as well. The second method is you took an entry at a price. Then when it reaches a 5%, you take an exit. At the same time, if you are seeing a price stop, which is like your entry candle's low has broken, then you have to cut the trade. So these are the two profit booking methods which we can apply on this one. So that's all with regards to the Nifty 500 trend order scanner. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to our WhatsApp number. So if you want to access the Breakpoint application, you need to go to the Breakpoint website, which is www.brkpoint.in. So when you go there, you can click on the login and then click on the sign up option to enter your details. So once you sign up and log in with your OTP, you will reach to the dashboard where you can access all the applications. So once you log in for the first time, you will have to take a subscription also. So subscription details are here. You can check all the subscription details once you log in. Thanks for watching. See you next time.